what are we doing today? What are we doing today? That's a good question. And it's one we will be answering at some point by doing something today. What's in here? 3 whole diamonds. Wow. Great. Okay, so let's go check this farm out over here. Because, yeah, look at that. That's some good stuff. Replanting, because that's good for the environment. Technically, this is like a monoculture or something, so it's really bad for the environment. But this is Minecraft, so they don't really conform to a lot of the laws of real life. It's mostly realistic. I mean, everything is in perfect cubes in real life, as we all know. If you've looked at anything, everything is just made out of perfect cubes, and, you know, monsters spawn at night, and you have to fight to survive against the undead and skeletons and massive, tall, teleporty things, because teleportation exists, of course. So, but other than the monoculture thing, Minecraft is exactly like real life. I went to Michael's today because Michael's is great. I love Michael's. Good stuff. I went there because I wanted to get like little tiny flower pots for making like crochet stuff with, because like I want to put like little crochet, like either succulents or like some sort of plant in like itty bitty flower pots, like, you know, the ones that are like, I don't know, an inch tall or so. That's a lot of torches. 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 Oh boy. So I got some of those. Well, I went there for some of those, but when I went to Michael's, what I found was like a better version of that, because I found one that was actually like sort of like some sort of like stand or something. It was like really cool. It had like 3 of them in like this wire casing that you'd see on like, it was like a desk like decoration that you'd see in like an office or whatever. So I got one of those. I got that instead. And it looks nice, and I'm very excited. And I've just started today working on, well, of course I just started today. I couldn't have started at any other time because I didn't have the flower pots. But I've just started like making like some of the stuff for it. Yeah, I'm very excited to work on this. The thing is, like, I was gonna do like Minecraft mobs, and then I was like, you know what? I have wanted to do plants for a while. I'm gonna go to Michael's. I went to Michael's to get this thing, and like, this is my new project now. Screw the other ones that I said I was gonna do. We're making plants now. Like, what? Like, what happened to the original plot of the story? No. No, I get sidetracked by projects. I started last night. I started like making plastic bag yarn, plarn, for this whale I want to make, because plarn whale is really fun to say, and I think it would be really fun to have a plastic bag yarn whale. I don't know, I just think it would be fun. Crunchy boy. So I started making the yarn for that, and then here I am today. It's plant time. It's plant time, gamers. Like, somebody needs to stop me from like doing all of these like different projects. I have Detective Layton Diabolical Blocks on my phone because it's the sequel to the original one, which is Curious Village, because I got that one when I was in like elementary school when I got my DS. So I'm like, oh, I've played this one before, I don't need it. But the thing about it is, I don't remember a single thing about it. I had to have my dad help me with some of the puzzles, and me being like we're gonna call me like, how old do we want to call me? We're gonna call me like 8, 9, or 10, somewhere in that range. And 8, 9, and 10-year-olds get freaked out by absolutely everything. Me at like 7, Epic Mickey was terrifying. Epic Mickey is still terrifying. I played Diabolical Box, and there's nothing like inherently scary about that game except for the premise. So that just child me was terrified of everything. Let's just put it that way. Current me is still terrified of a lot of things. I knew that Curious Village had been remade into an app, because Diabolical Box had been made into an app. So I was looking at that, but what I found was there was a third game. There was a third Professor Layton game they had made into an app. The thing is, when I was younger, like, I liked Professor Layton. I've liked puzzle games for a while, but I was too young to really enjoy it, right? Like, 7 and 8-year-olds aren't gonna know what they're doing with a puzzle game. They're just not. They're not good enough for that. Unless you're like in Mensa or whatever, then you're probably fine. But I was not in Mensa. I was a 7 or 8-year-old kid. I didn't even get the sequel. I didn't know there was a sequel. Oh, and my shovel's gone. We're gonna go get another shovel. Oh, my pickaxe is nearly gone too. Crap. So I realized that Professor Layton games were like had been made into apps, but I didn't realize there was a third one. Like, that sort of threw me into a spiral of how many of these games are there. So I started looking at it on Wikipedia, right? Because that's a great way to get a introduction for whatever you're trying to find. And especially for games when you're trying to find how many games there are. But what I found shocked me. Wow, you will not believe what they found when they searched Professor Layton. So what I found was that there weren't just those 3 games. There were 3 prequel games. There was a Professor Layton Ace Attorney collaboration spin-off game. There was a Professor Layton movie. Like, what? Like, I had never heard of any of this, given I hadn't kept up with it, but like, it's one of those things where you play like one game and you never hear about it again. Anything else that comes out about that game is kind of just like, oh, okay. But it was like, it's sort of shocking, and it's one of those things where like, now I'm deciding that I want to play these games, but I don't have access to them anymore. Like, I don't have my DS anymore. We got rid of my DS years ago, which really sucks. Like, I wasn't playing on it anymore. Like, there was no way for me to have known that I would want to play on it again. So it's like, it's nobody's fault. That's just sort of what happened. But it's one of those things where it's like, this is a game that I'm not going to be able to play because it's not available. Like, and I want to play it because I want to play it because I was interested in the game and it seemed cool. It's the same thing for me with like, and a lot of people I'm sure because they're fans of it is with like the Mother series, Earthbound and everything. I've heard really good things about Earthbound and Mother and everything, but there's like, you can't get it anywhere because it's not being produced. It's on an old console that they don't make anymore and it's all that stuff. But at the same time, I hear all these good things about it and I'm like, dang, I'd like to play that. And then Nintendo's like, nope, we're not gonna port it. No ports for you. And everybody's like, why? They're like, because we're Nintendo and life's a freaking nightmare. I think this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think that up there is kind of nice. 12, 13, so we need 12, 13, 14, 15, so we need 2 more. But that is wheat. You can't plant wheat, you need to plant the seeds. Isn't it, like, I don't know how wheat planting, like wheat farming works in real life, but like, I don't know, like, what do wheat seeds like actually look like? Is it just like, you know the top of the wheat that looks like kind of funky and has that wheat look? You know what I'm talking about? That wheat look, the up top bits. Like, is that where they get the seeds from? Like, I'm always curious about that sort of thing. Like, where do you get carrot seeds? How do carrot seeds work? There are no seeds in a carrot. It's a carrot. You know what I'm talking about? It's like parsley seeds, basil seeds. If you were to like plant a, like, how do you get the seeds? Like, where do the seeds come from? They have to come from somewhere. Otherwise, they wouldn't sell seeds and they wouldn't grow into parsley or carrots. Pea seeds are just the peas. Tomato seeds, tomatoes have seeds. We know that. Potato, you just plant the potato. Do they even sell potato seeds? They might sell potato eyes. Like, I don't know. But like, how do they get the seeds? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things that like, you think about. Somebody somewhere knows. That somebody is not me. I'm not going into biology or plant biology or... What's phrenology? Phrenology is like something. I don't know why that popped into my head. Like Phrenology. I don't know why that popped into my head, but it's something. I don't know what it is. I think it's like the like study of like, you know how they have like evolutionary trees? I think it's that. I think phrenology is that. One of the things I've noticed while I edit these streams down for like YouTube or wherever, I don't talk about things in a short enough period of time to make it entertaining. I talk about whatever I want. And whatever I want is generally just random ramblings that are not coherent in the slightest. I don't know what I'm doing here. There's no content. I mean, there is content, but it's generally just this. Me, running around, talking, doing nothing. I can put it here. Yeah, right. I want to put like another flower pot up here or something. I should have some clay still to put a flower pot up there because that'll look nice. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Okay, bricks. We're gonna get one more. That way we can make 2 flower pots because I feel like it. I need to go find a like flower biome or whatever. Actually, no, this one's gonna be, that's gonna be bookshelf. That'll be that. Oh, I heard that the caves and cliffs is being delayed. What is this? Oh, obsidian, okay. But they're delaying caves and cliffs, which is like understandable. You don't want people to be in a crunch. That's not good for anybody. So it's good that they're delaying it. At the same time, I had plans. I had caves and cliffs plans. It was gonna be great. It was gonna be such a good time. But now I have to wait for the full update in December. I'll be on college by then. I'm gonna have a roommate. How am I supposed to film or stream when I'm in a dorm with a roommate? What am I supposed to do? Can you imagine if Minecraft physics worked in real life? Like, you just like, you're really high up, but it's like, you see like 2 inches of water at the bottom, so you're just jumping, you land in it, and you're fine. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine though? Like, you're falling, you don't have a parachute or something like that, but you have a bucket of water, so you just dump it into your feet right as you land, and you just scoop every drop of it back up immediately. You drop a bucket of water down, it just sort of stays there. It doesn't all dissipate. It makes a mound. Like, can you imagine? Like, how wild that would be? That'd be so weird. Imagine Minecraft physics, but we're in real life. Lava doesn't burn you when you stand less than 300 feet away from it. I don't even know, like, how far away do you have to stand from lava before it stops hurting you? Because you have to be, like, pretty far away from lava without any protective equipment. Can you imagine if Minecraft were more realistic? Let's do that. Let's say lava, it just consumes like the stone around. I don't even know how lava works, but let's say that lava just consumes the stone around it for the most part, like up to a certain level. Like, you can't stand within 100 blocks of lava without getting hurt. You can't dive super deep without getting pressurized to death. Potions don't exist. Potions in real life? No. Those aren't real. Placebo effect is fascinating to me. Like, I love that. That's just so interesting that it doesn't actually work, but our brain thinks it does, so it acts accordingly. Like, isn't that wild? Our brain just says, oh, this is supposed to work, so let's have it work. And it just does it? Like, isn't that so weird? I don't know, that's something. That's just, I think it's interesting. But I'm an absolute nerd, so I don't know if it's actually interesting or not. I have a stack of dirt. Got a jar of dirt. Well, it's a jar with dirt in it. Call it jar. Oh, it's cup of dirt. Cup of dirt. Crap. Jar of dirt is the thing Captain Jack Sparrow says. I mixed up 2 things. Dang it. Perfect. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing. That those were insta-break. Huh. Interesting. The more you know. I need to, like, get this pickaxe better. I can make more books. I can just, like, enchant books until we get fortune. Oh, gosh. I don't know if I want to say screw it and go for the efficiency 4. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, dang it. Go power, I guess. I'll just use the rest of these. I don't care. Smite, that's dumb. I don't know what I'm doing here, honestly. Ew, okay. I don't know much about enchanting, but I know enough that Bane of Arthropods is bad. Die you. Die. Hello. You. Nice. Now you can all go be happy, I guess. I don't know. Do your thing, I guess. I don't know. I think we're gonna go run around and find some stuff. Okay, so how are we doing? How are we doing today? I have plenty of things for me to run around and not feel bad. I don't think... Yes, on setting. I don't really care. We're just gonna run. I want some of these. I think for a while there, like when you bone mealed flowers, it gave you the dye of the flower. Maybe I'm remembering this wrong, but I feel like that's what it was. I'm gonna sleep here, and then in the morning we're gonna run. Run where? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. We're going somewhere though. Running away from all our problems. That's where we're going. Fun fact that I learned recently, because I crocheted a bee from Minecraft, is that their faces are a 7x7. You would not expect that for something in Minecraft. You'd expect it to be like an 8x8. Like, you know what I mean? Because like it's generally like these are 16x16, blocks are 16x16. I don't know. It's just weird that it's a 7x7 specifically. Just, isn't that odd? Isn't that kind of weird? Oh, last year during... Oh, cool, acacia. You can get acacia trees, which are... eh. But last year during, like, the summer, like the spring and the summer, the pollen was really bad. It was, like, affecting me breathing when I was trying to shoot outside. Like basketball shooting. Play sports game. But it was really, like, affecting... Why is there a creeper there? Why is there a skeleton there? I don't appreciate that. I didn't ask for that, and I don't want you there. But it was, like, really affecting my breathing, right? So I literally, like, wore a mask outside to shoot around. It was great. It was such a good time. I hated it. There's 3 of you? Okay. All right. Be that way. Be that way, I guess. They have no manners. People in this town have no manners. Just absolutely no regard for their guests. What is this? That's kind of wild. I'm not dealing with that right now. I'm just gonna run. But yeah, I think we did pretty well. We got a few more diamonds, got some mining stuff done, got a bunch of flowers, got a bunch of books, got this done. Wow, that was lag. Got the enchanting done. But I think that's gonna be it for this time. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.